What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mark IV Modder. We're going to do a little fender rolling today. First time I've ever done this. Well, actually this is the second time because I already did the passenger side. Before I filmed, I didn't want to screw it up on film. So either way, it's still my first time doing a fender roll. When I would air the car out, my fender would snug up on the edge of my tires, and I think it was kind of limiting how low the front would go. So what I'm going to do is just roll this inner lip, fold it up, and hopefully get a little more clearance over my tires when I go ahead and air the car out. So basic tools you're going to need is pretty much one thing right here: fender roller. I got this one off Amazon. It's some cheap Chinese version of a fender roller, and I think I paid like 50-60 bucks for it. Quality is it's okay. It worked. It did the other side. The biggest beef that I ran into was down here. Oh, you can't really see it on the camera here, but there's a bunch of holes where you would bolt to the hub. Well, none of those holes that they drilled out were big enough for a 14 mil bolt to go through. They were all drilled to about 1/2 inch, 13 mil. So I actually had to go and get like a diamond tipped grinding wheel and put it on my grinder and go in there and widen them out so I could get the bolts in there to bolt it to the hub. That's what I get for buying cheap Chinese crap off Amazon. First things first, what you want to do before you get started, obviously take your wheel off, check the car up, make sure it's safe, put your e-brake on, put the car in neutral. If it's a manual or automatic, I think neutral would work best, because you want your wheel to be able to move, because you have to move the roller while it's bolted to the hub. Then secondly, get your tool bolted to your hub, get it ready to go. You just want to line it up in here, and what you're going to do is kind of start at the center, and it's reverse thread, so lefty is going to bring it closer to the fender, righty's going to loosen it, so it's reverse thread. And you're going to want to kind of start snugging it up right in the center. You're going to start feeling that pressure on there. And so we're going to kind of start pushing. Once we get a little tight, you just want to kind of start working it back and forward. Back and forward. And I done chipped my paint right there. Which gets me to another part. If you really care about your paint, get a heat gun, heat this paint up to about 150, and then roll it. I just chipped mine here. My fenders need to be repainted anyway, along with my hood, so pretty much the whole front end needs to be done. I plan on doing that probably next year, or maybe even over the winter, just having it repainted. But as you can see, I just chipped it right there. Nothing little touch up isn't going to fix. Another reason I decided not to use a heat gun and heat the paint up is just because it's freaking hot out, man. It's like 90 degrees with a 200% humidity, and I'm honestly just completely drenched in sweat right now. It's terrible. But I gotta get this done before the show here at the end of August, so we're gonna go and slowly roll this up, and you'll start feeling this lip is gonna start folding up on you. And basically, I'm only gonna do from pretty much like here to about back here. Just basically the point of contact where it hits my tire. Back here, I'm not really going to worry about it because I have no clearance issues back there. So anyway, kind of keep rolling back and forward, and roll it to the left, tighten it up just a skosh, about a half turn, and then back and forward. Now, I didn't take my wheel liner out to do this. Some people do, some people don't. But what I did make sure is there's a screw here and a screw here that hold the wheel liner in. Get those out of there, because you're going to fold those connection points up in. And if you leave it in there, you'll end up coming through your fender with one of those. So that's not a pretty thing to do. And if you hear creaking or whatever, it's just the fender bowl. It might even be the plastic in there. So kind of as you go, just kind of check your progress. You'll start seeing and feel it flip up. And once it starts kind of pushing up, then you can readjust your wheel to push more this way instead of up. You know, my paint is starting to kind of crickle right here. Honestly, the paint on this fender, like I said, it was already rusted all underneath here and kind of chipping off anyway. I think even if I got it hot, I'm not going to save much. There's not much I can do to try to save it, so it is what it is. There's the quick tutorial rolling your fenders. Nothing much to it, a little labor intensive. Maybe do it on a cooler day. I don't know, I just wanted to get it done before I go to NOWO at the end of the month. So plus I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, literally because I couldn't get the bolts through the stupid tool, and I was just trying to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to grind this out? Well, anyway, feel free to leave questions in the comments if you have any about this video. Kind of short and sweet. Like I said, there's nothing much to doing the fender rolling, just making sure you have the right tool and taking your time doing it slowly. I really didn't have any paint issue, cracking, anything like that, except for a few spots that were already kind of sketchy to begin with. I mean, they were already starting to crack and flake away before I even rolled the fender, so there was no saving that stuff. But if you say have a brand new car like a Mark 7 or you're doing your new Subaru or whatever, you may want to you know, protect your paint, heat it up with a heat gun. I hear like 150 is about the temp you want to do it at. Like I said, it's about 100 out right now, so we're pretty close. Anyway, we'll see if I can't get a quick shot of this. It's a little dark underneath there, but hold on one sec. Alright, so there's the culprit, the bolt holes. These damn things were not wide enough. I had to drill them out to get the studs through in order to bolt it. But once you get them through, you only have to do 2 of them. That's really all you need to hold it in place, one on each side. It doesn't really go anywhere. So there's the tool, the adjustment, and I'll see if you can kind of... Okay, so yeah, there's no seeing this lip underneath here. I tried. Yeah, there's no seeing that lip. So there you have it. Fender Rolling 101 from yours truly, Mark IV Modder. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. NOWO's coming up at the end of the month, so we're going to do video and stuff for that. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to go. If you are in the state of Michigan, maybe I'll see you up there. Man, I'm sure people coming from all sorts of places for that, so maybe you're in Ohio or Indiana, head up to Frankenmuth, pick up that show. It's going to be good times. So until then, we'll see you again on the next video. This is Mark IV Modder. Keep on modding.